What's up, guys? I just got done watching Talk to Me, and my expectations going into this movie, I expected to fucking hate it. One, because, well, I'm jealous of YouTube creators that have the opportunities to create films when I don't have the opportunity myself. So I'm biased and I'm jealous and I'm envious, and I get that that's not a way to go in viewing a movie, but that's just what it is. Um, and then it was getting a lot of praise on Reddit. And usually, when a horror movie gets praise on Reddit, it usually means it's okay to mediocre because horror fans, specifically horror fans that permeate YouTube and Reddit, or maybe just horror fans in general, tend to have very low standards for films. Not just horror films, but films in general. They seem to lack an understanding of what makes a good movie in terms of cinematography and story, which are the two main things, because you have to have a solid script. It's the backbone, it's the foundation of the movie. And you have to have solid cinematography because that's the cinematic language which you're choosing to tell your story from. And a lot of horror fans don't tend to understand the components of what makes something good in those two categories. So, when this movie was receiving heaps of praise, I was extremely skeptical. Tie that into my bias for hating YouTube creators that are making movies, specifically horror movies, which I'm super into. Yes, I was into this expecting it to be dog shit. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate it. That's how I went into this movie. It starts off with a one take, and I was like, oh my god, they're trying to flex their fucking nuts on us. They're starting off with a one take. God damn it. Okay, this is they want to be taken seriously, obviously. And a couple things I will praise this movie for: sound design, really fucking solid sound design, serviceable cinematography, good lighting, and there is some stylish elements to some of the scenes, which I really did appreciate. Three, the actors actually looked like they were in high school, which is something you don't usually see in horror movies. They cast people there in their fucking mid 20s and they expect us to believe they're in high school. Wrong. Stop doing that. This is how you do it. Um, for the limited gore that is in the movie is fucking awesome. And yeah, that's all I got to say for the good. The acting, of course, is really good. Um, I think this movie suffers from a lack of focus. One, you don't really understand the demons or the ghost's motivation. There isn't like a true antagonist. The antagonist is essentially loneliness. I guess that's the thematic. That's the theme is loneliness. And I thought the hand or the ghost might be an allegory for drugs, because the kids are at the party and they're doing this hand thing and it's like a drug to them essentially. And I was like, is this an allegory for that? But the main theme of the movie is loneliness, and I feel like it was very close to executing upon the theme with so many different scenes and character moments, but there was something about it that just lacked focus because I was like, okay, well, the antagonist has to be in opposition with the main character, and I was like, okay, obviously this Mia is our main character, but then like the kid, the ghost seemed to want the kid, and I was like, okay, well, are the ghosts using the kid to get to Mia, or is the ghost using Mia to get to the kid? It just wasn't very clear. It was very scattered in terms of the motivation for the antagonist. So that was like my biggest gripe, I suppose. It's a very short movie. Well, not short. It's average runtime, which I liked. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Um, this movie is not trying to be scary. I watched this in the theater alone. It was not scary. There was never a moment where oh, I was not scared. It doesn't try to scare you. It feels like it has scary scenes for the sake of having scary scenes because it has to give someone that, because that's what the trailer promotes. It's like, oh, it's gonna be scary possession movie. It's more of a drama. Um, yeah, but I feel like it does a good job in the beginning of highlighting how lonely she is. But I don't know. There was just, I don't know, maybe some missteps. I'm not sure. There was just something about it that just doesn't hit home with me. It doesn't solidify. Like when she comes to the conclusion that she's not gonna kill the kid. I guess because she realized it wasn't her mom, so she let go of like the belief that that was her mom. She let go of her loneliness, but then she ended up being lonely anyways because she kills herself. So I don't know. It's very weird. Like, what is it trying to say about loneliness? That loneliness sucks? No shit. It doesn't have a happy ending, but the unhappy ending doesn't feel earned. It just feels like it's just an unhappy ending for the sake of having an unhappy ending. And the tension, there was no moments where, except when the kid gets possessed. That was the only moment of tension that worked for me. There was a moment before, like when she's in the bedroom with her ex and the thing's in the corner, and I'm like, ooh. But it just didn't go anywhere. Like it doesn't know how to execute upon the tension to create the scare. It does a good job building it up, but then it doesn't satisfy it, which was something that bothered me because yeah, again, I watched this in a movie theater alone. I mean, I don't know. The Nun trailer was scarier than this movie. Like I don't know, but it's okay. It's flawed. It's a good movie for their first going. I mean, it's A24. They rarely miss. Um, yeah, there was just some. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, considering I went into this expecting and wanting to hate it, it's okay. It's okay. It's slightly above mediocre. I mean, yeah, which is way more than I was expecting. Would I recommend watching this in the theater? Probably not. I'd probably wait for it to go to direct to DVD because it's not even scary. Like in the theater, it's not even scary. So maybe it might be scarier if you watch it at home alone and like at nighttime or something. I don't know. It wasn't. It's more of a drama, like I said. But that's how I feel about that. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think. Big smooches.